Hi, happy Saturday. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. Let's get you a little straight here. This is take 2. I started this video and 9 minutes later I ran out of phone storage. So yeah, always note to self, let's check the storage before we start our videos. Today I wanted to share this adorable project. I've had quite a few requests already for a tutorial on how to do it. So that is what we're going to do right now. It's not my original creation. I got this swap from my friend Diane Hutchinson. She is at Crafts by the Bow, is her blog, and she also has a Facebook page. She does some great tutorials. She does amazing projects, and she loves little boxes. So this was a swap that I got on a group swap that we had done, and it's just too cute. Everybody loved it, so it was by demand. I put it in my class last night, and so I thought I would do a quick video showing you how to do it before I cleaned up all my mess. I'm hoping that, I know there's a lot of shadow here. I'm in the main room in Craig's man cave, so I think there's going to be a little bit more of an echo, but this is where everything's already set up, and I wanted to check the lighting too. I know there's a lot of shadows. I put away actually Craig put away the lamp last night. He wanted his man cave back, so he tidied up, bless him. So it's not as bright, which is probably good because there's a lot of glare on my videos. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. All right, let's move right in there. So Diane had shared with me her dimensions on her on all the pieces we need for this little box. And to start off with, we need 2 4x6 pieces. The most economical way to get that is to take your black 12x12 cardstock, you cut it in half, so it's 6x6, and then you cut it at 4 and at 8. So that's going to give you 6 of these pieces that are 4x6. You're going to score it at 2 and 5.5 on the long side, the landscape side, and then you're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 2. So we're going to do that. I'm going to bring in my, there goes my, oh no. I'm okay. That's my water bottle. Yes, trying to get my water in. And it just dropped all of my pieces on the floor. So, at least they're not wet. You know, really? You guys would probably just, you wouldn't believe it was me if I had a video without bloopers, right? So, this is my score tool. You can use this or you can use our paper trimmer. The other station that I had last night, it had both of my paper trimmers, so I had both of my score pals out to do this last night. So these little markers, they're movable. This is it's a great investment, this tool. I don't use it often, but when I do need something that's, you know, a long piece, it's really handy to have. Comes with a storage tool. It comes with these little markers, so I placed them where I wanted, so people don't have to remember where to score. You place the markers down. If you have more than one project, or if you need different scoring areas on different sides of the paper, you can color them. I colored them with a Sharpie. So for example, if I was scoring this project here and here, and another project, you know, need to be over here, I would color them with a Sharpie, say red, and then people will know which ones that they need for which project. So little top tip, take your score tool and you're going to score at 2 and 5.5. Turn it to 2, score it again, which is just half of the width of the paper. So there's no right or wrong as to which way you turn the paper. 2, try not to jump the track, but if you do, that's all right. Turn it and do it again at 2. This is just such an impressive card. It's not hard at all. There's just a lot of cutting. There's a lot of pieces to it. That's fun. All right, let's see if we can get you in here with the, you can see the score lines. So I'm going to cut up to the middle score line on these 2 lines here. So up to the score line. And again, you could use your paper trimmer for this. Might be a little bit more accurate than scissors and bad eyes. Okay. Then you're going to cut this little chunk off, the skinny one. And we're just going to notch this little tiny piece. I'm going to do that on both pieces. Same thing, right up to the score line. Can't believe I videoed 9 minutes of this. I've got a half-made project from the first 9 minutes, and then I ran out of storage. I know better. I had the video from my Twist and Pop card that I did yesterday, or the day before, and I hadn't deleted the video, so that took up a lot of memory. just need a newer phone. This one's what, the 6S? I don't know, I need a newer phone. All right, we're gonna take and round the corners of the cut pieces. These, unfortunately, are retired. The Project Life corner rounders, but that's one I'll never get rid of. I also have actually the one that we had a million years ago. How old is this, right? I love the corner rounders when they work. And those of you who have used this know what I mean when I say when it works. Every now and then you do it a little bit crooked and it gets a really rugged little ratchet edge. It drives me crazy. Let's see if I can. Oh, okay, well there, well, it's not too bad. Let's try again here. Hey, not too bad. All right, so you've got your two pieces here. We're gonna fold on all the score lines. And then it's just assembly and decorating. Easy peasy. Fold on all the score lines. Now, in my opinion, the best way to assemble this bad boy is using our glue, our multi-purpose liquid glue. It just gives you a little bit more time to maneuver the pieces so that they're just so. So once you've folded all your score lines, you're just going to put some of the glue on this tab. Now this is the third bottle of glue I had to try before I got glue actually flowing. I should just invest in some new glue, that's all. So the way I like to do it is just kind of hold that little guy there. Line up this box. Right, so you're gonna have one tab on this piece and then one tab away. Gonna line it up. It's really very dark in this little cave, I gotta say. Okay, so it just gives you a little bit of time to maneuver if you need to. We're gonna now fold this one in. You're gonna put the glue on this tab and close the box up. So again, you just want to make sure that it's square, right? And you don't have to hold it for long. It just, the nice thing about the glue is it gives you enough time to kind of move it around, but you don't have to hold it for 10 hours to actually get it to glue shut. So there we have it. There's our box. How easy was that, right? Okay, like this. I'm not going to bend this one. This piece is where we're going to put the sentiment, which is at the back, so it really doesn't need to be bent. It's fine that it's got a score line there, but we don't need to bend it and manipulate it a whole lot. Did I bring, oh I did. Didn't think I brought this over to stamp the sentiment. Now, focus. Now that my basket fell on the floor, I don't know where any of my pieces are. Let's go back to our instructions here. We also need a piece of 1 by 4.5 strip, scored at 1/2 inch on each end. What that is for is to hold our little cupcake punch out. So there's a little crossbar here that we need to work on. So I had scored those, actually I did this one earlier. So it's the 1 by 4.5. See that? 1 by 4.5, scored at 1/2 inch on each end. So for that you're going to fold one way and fold the other. So it makes like a Z, a long Z or a long S. So just opposite directions. This is what I find to be the trickiest part of the whole thing. Now you're not going to be able to see very well just because it's black and it's dark in here. But what I'm going to do is put glue here and glue here. And then we're going to get it in there and then you can watch me try to manipulate it and try not to laugh. So this isn't mess free, this part. You're going to get glue inside the box. It's just going to happen. So you just have to deal with it. So we're going to put this in kind of close to the top. You don't want your cupcakes way down there. And you're going to try to get it the same height on both sides. Okay, now this is the tricky part. Because you want it to be able to fold up and stay in the envelope, you want to make sure that it's going to be able to fold. So let's fold it. Now this part, you don't want to hold it in place too long because you see what's happening is some of the glue has oozed out. You probably can't see that, but some of the glue is oozed. It's, you know, it's moved around a little bit. Can you see? Okay, it's in the middle-ish, but you know what I'm saying. If you go like that for too long, see how it's sticking to itself? You don't want that. So you just want to kind of get it in position so that it's going to be able to fold in the envelope. I'm going to do it both ways. just to make sure that it's going to be foldable. Okay, and then you can just kind of make sure it's stuck. So I think you can see it's fairly in the middle. Can you see that? There we go. It's fairly in the middle. We're doing pretty good. All right. Now I'm going to take some designer paper. I just went with the pinks, and I've cut all these different pieces. This was from the Sweetest Things. You can see my little gumballs on the back, but I liked the melon mambo stripes. So for that, we need little pieces that are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. I used 4 of them, and longer pieces 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, and I used 2 of them. So to show you that, here's the 2 long ones, here and here, and the 4 smaller ones, here, 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 and here. Now in Diane's instructions, she had 6 and 3 and some other pieces, but that's if you wanted to decorate the whole box, and I didn't. Let's put it that way. When you cut for a class, I had to cut 72 pieces, and that was more than enough for me. So I stuck with just those. One of the ladies last night said, well, why didn't you decorate it before you assembled? You absolutely can, but I know me, and I know I'd get confused, and I'd be assembling the inside of the box, and I'd get all confused. So I assembled the box first. You can use, your liquid glue is fine to be able to get the pieces exactly where you want them before it dries, or you can use your snail. Depends on how talented you are. So since I've got the glue out, let's just use the glue. So I'm going to start with the front piece here. Now for this inside flap, I want to round the corners on this one side. So I'll go ahead and do that. Ah, see, that's what drives me crazy. Can you see that little nick? I don't know if the paper's not square, if I just put it in crooked, but it really, I can't even, you guys. Can't even. Drives me crazy. Now I'm going to see that, but anyway, okay, so let's try again. All right, that one was better. These are the things, first world problems and all, but geesh. So this one. I know the recipient isn't going to complain, but because if they do, they have to give it back, right? All right, so there's that piece. And the same on these 2 little flaps. You're going to want to round the corners on one end only. I'm trying to get the direction going the same way, right? I don't... Oh, did I do that right then? Oh, whatever. I need a nap. We'll do what needs to be done here. I was trying to get all the directions going the same way. I don't know. Okay. Like that. Now for the back, where's my piece for the back? That measurement, according to Diane's directions, that is the white card. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 for the white front. All right, let's find our stamp. So again, that stamp is coming from my favorite stamp bundle this week, which is the Birthday Cheer. I can't remember if I said this or not. It was probably in the earlier video. So this is the set that I'm using, and the cupcakes come with the matching framelits. Yeah, totally my new favorite for this week. I'll change again next week. Stamp, where are you? I'm sure I brought you over, and where did I put you? It's probably still on the floor. Maybe I didn't really bring it over. Okay. I think I cleaned it and left it somewhere. Oh, here it is, right. All right. Now, wish me luck. I'm not using my Stamparatus. So I get one crack at this. I'm going to make sure I'm doing it the right width, because one's 3 1/2, one's 3 1/4. You know what, you could, if you wanted to, let's do it this way. A little bit narrower, it's going to give us a bit of a frame. If you do it this way, it's going to cover it completely like this. So let's do it the other way this time. And again, I'm going to round the top corners. Yeah, nailed it. Okay, so let's hope that this is a good clean image. I'm going to Stamp it near the top. I really can't see. This lighting is terrible. Ooh, when I stamp out here, I really miss my solid desk. This table has give to it. All right, nailed it. I'm gonna let that dry before I start mucking around with it. In the meantime, I am going to go ahead and I'd already punched out these little cupcakes with the lovely lipstick foil that you can get for free. It's a celebration item. They're still in stock, but they are very, very popular and they're low inventory. I think they are. Maybe... they were low inventory. But this is the best deal all day long. A, it's free with a $60 purchase. But B, you get 8 sheets. You get 4 of the lovely lipstick and you get 4 of the Grapefruit Grove. And the Grapefruit Grove has this beautiful iridescent glow to it. It's amazing. Before I attach it to my little strip, we need to trim off some of this edging. And there's no science to it. Just keep snipping until it kind of fits. And if you go too short, that's okay. All right, so that's good. I'm going to put on some of the glue, again, just to give us some room to get it in position near the bottom. And, sorry, I'm going to pull it out of the view here so that I can see it. I don't know if you can. Hold it in place for a minute or two. When I say a minute or two, I mean, 15 seconds. Okay, while that's hanging out, I'm going to show you something cool. Just realized it. As I was punching them out, in this little image, there's a little heart. So I thought, well, we can't waste that little heart, right? As crafters, we got to keep that. So here's a little heart. Guess what that matches with, you guys? See this stamp here? Check it out. It fits right there. How awesome is that? I love it. So I now have a little container full of these little hearts. Okay, let's go. We're going to tape this down. Sure, I'll use the glue again. I've never used this much glue in my life, but hey, why not? One must try new things. I'm going to slide that in the back of the box. And yeah, I like it with a little edge. I like that. Very nice indeed. I do like a matte. Let's just... I'd lay it flat, but I'm not sure if there's any glue still on my cupcakes, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Time for a spectacular celebration. Then we're going to go in. I'm going to grab scrap paper. Oh, sorry for the noise. Craig's vacuuming too, so is he a keeper or what? He's doing laundry, he's vacuuming. It's all awesome. This is You Deserve It. Comes in the stamp set. I have no idea what this punch is called, but it's this punch. Let's move that out of the way. Punch it out. Seem to be on a roll with the glue. Actually, first, before I do that, I am going to grab cupcake. I've colored most of it. What did I do? I used the crumb cake marker and the mango melody marker, and I wanted a contrast. So I grabbed my blend, my crumb cake blend, just to do a little bit of a darker stripe here. So you can go over that a couple times. Crumb cake. And this is the light marker, I think, too, isn't it? I lied. It's a dark one. This was just a regular marker. And then I can go in and decorate the little sprinkles, which I won't bore you with right now. Do I have any dimensionals handy? I do. I have dimensional sheets. I've been using up all my backings because I've been hoarding them for way too long. Still have room? Okay. I would get really mad if this video stopped now. It should be good. The other video was like 26 minutes and I deleted it, so we should be good. So I'm going to pop that down over here. And then my little label, the You Deserve It. Just going to tuck in under there, like that. You can add a little bit of Winkostella to the cupcake if you are so inclined. But that is it, you guys. It really wasn't difficult. And that with the video was 20 minutes, including messing around and dropping things. But of course, you're going to cut a whole bunch at once, right? And yeah, I think, wouldn't you just love getting that in the mail as a little birthday card? So that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Stay warm. It's -38 with the wind chill here in Edmonton today. So we walked very swiftly this morning, Coda and I did. But I hope you have a fantastic weekend and pop in again soon. Thanks.